Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Mike.
Brown 80. Regular.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 81 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
On first down, Mosley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 61. Matchbox. Right. Check right.
Second and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Watch the curl. Mike 54.
Allen now looks to throw. And caught in the end end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Bang, 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 bang. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's QT. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll run on first down. Mosley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
To throw on second down. Britt, there goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Britt, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
But that's the down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up with a...
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Topper! 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Allen now. Gonna throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chris Godwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Allen's pass complete to Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The kicker on.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate pick.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tack McKinley. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, wahoo!
Back to throw. Britt. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Set 50, plant. Hey, lock it.
Man up, D. Check 43.
Hey, Delta. Say go.
From the gun, Britt. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Undercrunch.
Now a give, right side. Mosley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike.
Throwing on first down. Britt. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Mike Spaghetti! Mike Spaghetti! Watch the slip! Watch the slip! He's coming! He's coming! He's coming!
You draw Porter.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
54! Mike 54! Hey, watch the ball!
Throwing on first down is Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Mosley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 or.
55 to Mike! Here we go, here we go.
Right back to him on first down. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick your game up.
Team 6. Team 6.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 3rd and long. Britt. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately...
And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
On 1st down, Britt. Open man is QT, complete. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
We go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. 5.
Operating from the gun, Britt. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base.
Hey, eat. Double dog. That's the way.
Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Mosley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Watch 48. Watch 48. Single. Check nickel.
Bam. Speed dribble.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Britt is going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They're on 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Mike 50. Mike 54. Done. All day, every day, any day. Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
18 Gator.
Tight end right. 4 down. Alert.
To throw on 2nd down. Britt. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Strong right.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Britt. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Championships, baby. Double time. Hey, 4 down.
Smooth.
Check Mike, man. It's just me and you.
Let's go.
To throw again. Britt. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for PPQT. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it.
Get ready. Got it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Red. 10-2, son. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll look to throw here. steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got room to run past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. Second down.
Okay, break. Mike 55, Mike 55. I got you. I got you.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parks. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Here we go. 50. Play.
On 1st down, Mosley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
On the ready. All day, just like that. Just like that. Go. Check Mike, Mike, Hey, defense, let's go.
They'll look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. It free, made a big play.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59. I got one.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And this is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Allen to throw. To throw again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run on 1st down. Mosley, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
55, Mike 55. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I go. Go. Here I come. 55, Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 52.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Out 66. Bullet ride. Ready, go.
They'll set up the throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They're able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's going to air one out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard.
Intercepted by the Steelers. These guys take over 1st and 10 at the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Out. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, exit.
Watch your leg. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check Mike 54.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Come on, set.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Get in the weight room. Shoot.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
There we go.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Britt. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Check Mike, man,
Hey, Echo.
Let's see what you got.
On 1st and 10, Britt, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And this is caught. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number, big numbers.